Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I'm here today with a new Junk Journal January video. This is for day 10, which is trim. So just my quick normal announcement: if you're new and you want to grab the printables for this event, please click the link in the description below. The picture that is on the page that you're going to end up on to sign up is not going to be the exact same picture as the video cover today, but it's going to be the same page for the whole month to sign up on, just to make everything easier. So just grab that link down in the description below if you want to sign up. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's talk about trim. Okay, so I had a tough time with this one because there's like a lot of different ways that you can do trim, right? So I came up with, hopefully, I tried to think a little bit outside the box, but not too far outside the box, I guess. So here's what I'm going to use. I have some collage paper. This is typography from Tim Holtz. I have a roll of washi tape, and this is from 49 Market, and I think it's Tranquility is the name of it. A distress crayon in picket fence, a little butterfly, a little piece of string. I have a couple of pieces of Field Notes ephemera from Tim Holtz as well. I cut myself some trim or like lace edging. This is from a Tim Holtz, one of those super long dies. This is the die that I use. It's called Vintage Lace. Looks like this. It's handy. He's got a bunch of different dies like this though, so I think there's crochet. There's like 3 different versions of that one in like the thinlits. So I just like this one because it's long and it makes a lot. So you get, and I just used the pink background paper from the kit from week 1 to make these. So I'm going to use those. I also pulled out some ephemera from the kit. This is this week's, and it's just these fussy cuts. And I have the offcuts from my paper. And I'm using, that's another Tim Holtz one. I'm using this journal card. I embossed some brown paper with, this was just like packing paper that came like in an Amazon package, with the same die that I used for the embossed day, and that's Tapestry. It looks like this one. And let's see. Oh, okay. And then I used this paper. I'm going to use this paper, which I've kind of already like mocked up here in what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put this into the journal because what I wanted to do, because if you look in here, this is the page that I have to do this prompt on. So because it's not going to afford me a lot of space and I don't want to split it over the back and the front of a page for today, even though I did do that yesterday, but I don't want to do that again today. So what I'm going to do is put this in here like this, which gives me the opportunity for 3, basic levels of trim that I can put on here. So for the first one, my trim is going to be this book page, and I've been using the same book throughout this whole entire journal, and so I feel like the style of the printing is the same, that sort of thing. The font's the same. So like just to help give it a little bit more cohesion, right? Which is again why I chose to use the Tapestry die here, is because again, a little cohesion for like the types of things that are going in my journal. So my journal's like still, a junk journal, still tons of layers, lots of stuff going on, but like similar themes as it goes through the book. The other thing that I wanted to do was bring in this metal butterfly, and this is from, I think, Tim Holtz's Bugs, and I think it's Bugs and Butterflies, I think, or is it Butterflies? I'll have to check. And I thought, like, what I wanted to do here was, like, because there's the paper butterfly over here, I wanted to put a metal butterfly over here, so they kind of like echo each other but are different. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited about that. So anyway, this is how I picked my ephemera. Just like a little bit of insight into like what I was thinking when I did this. I wanted to turn this page here into like a hidden journaling spot. And then on this page here, I'm going to just do the collage with this little house. And I have a quote that I'm going to use. It's from this is from a kind of an old stamp set. But this is, I'm going to use learn to pause or nothing worthwhile will catch up to you. I feel like this is especially like relatable to this, you know, particular project, because like it has forced me to slow down. Like I cannot do, like I thought I was going to be doing this plus designing kits. Nope. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this, and like it's really forced me to slow down, and I appreciate that about this project. And I've really enjoyed like just having the time to actually sit down and work on these things. Okay, so with all that said, let's get started. Okay, to start off with, what I'm going to do is finish this here. I started this so that it would go a little bit quicker, but I embossed this on the on this paper. I actually did 2 layers of embossing because this paper is so thin. I thought it could totally take it. So there's 2 layers. So this is what it looked like when it came out, right? So what I wanted to do instead, like just to bring out the pattern a little bit, is just like rub this like distress crayon right across the top here, and then it just kind of picks up the raised parts and just makes them like a little bit more visible. So like I did, you know, this takes a few minutes to do. I feel like it's worth it though, because I think the way that it looks when it's done looks pretty cool, because it does look a little bit distressy because it's not very even. Like it's not totally even with the crayon. And so I don't know. So I thought that looked really cool. So I wanted to use this as like a layer in my collage with the house. So some of the areas I had to go over a couple of times, but like, you know, I think it looks, I love the white on the craft paper. So, okay, so that's probably good for that. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if I should, okay, I'll wait to do that. Okay, and then let's also, okay, also do our stamping up front as well. I need to get my stamp here, and I just need to get my, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is lay this down where I want it, just like that, and I'm going to pick it up with my, oops, I'm going to pick it up with my block. And then we're going to use the VersaFine with the fallen leaves. That's the color that I've basically been using for stamping. And this comes out pretty good here. Then I'm going to stamp this in the middle so it gives me a little bit of like leeway if I want to like make it a little bit smaller or just leave it like this. So, all right. Okay, so we got that done, and I'm going to use that in my collage with this on the back of on the actual page here. Oh, and the other thing that we need to do before we do anything else is cover this page. I'm going to go ahead and cover it in this typography collage paper. I should be able to do it. I need to decide which way I want to do it. I think I want to do it that way. So I'm just gonna hop over here and do this, cut this really quickly, and then we'll glue this down, and then we can move on. Well, this, I just want to give this a few minutes to dry and then I can assemble my little like folder. I'm gonna cut this here. I can save this for my other collage if I want. I have all my scraps and like things that I cut off of stuff to get everything down to size so that I can just reuse those when I go to layer stuff. Okay. All right. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'll just put some collage medium down and then lay the papers down here. Okay. I'm just going to try to get a thin layer on here and then put the paper down. I think using the smaller, what is that? Okay. Using the smaller pieces is probably going to end up being easier. Okay, I'm going to go straight down on this. I may have to touch it up like just a little bit around the edges here. Whoops. I still have all kinds of like strings and things coming off yesterday's. That's the only downside of hot glue. It really does leave you a bunch of strings. Like that. I'm going to check my corners up here too. I did not do a good job of getting the top of the page. I'm always afraid I'm going to glue the other pages together. Oh, sometimes I wish I had foresight enough to know what I was going to do to the pages before I bind them. So, all right, so now I want to put this one on here. I think I'm going to put this one on kind of like this. Yeah, let's do it like that. I'll just overlap them just a little bit. This way here we get like a little minimal repeat of the pattern, you know? And, but still, like, it's still different. You're probably not going to see a ton of it, but I just thought it'd be fun to have an interesting background for all this. I'm going to try to tear this here. I want to try to get a rough edge on it so that it kind of matches the rough edge on the paper. Here we go. I might, actually, I'll just ink that right there and not worry about it. I should have torn it the other way too, but I can just rough it up with the scissors. I'm just gonna grab my knife here and I'm just gonna go right into the crease here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna rough the edges up once this collage paper is dry. Now, this is what's going on top of here. So actually you're not even gonna see that. I guess I could have just collaged. Oh no, you're going to see this part here. Okay, so that's gonna go on there, and then this is my stuff that's gonna go on here on this page. And I have a bunch of different things here that I can use to like layer and collage with this. This font is quite big. Yeah, so first I'm gonna work on this guy really quick because I want my collage medium to get a little drier. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. I'm gonna take these off. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to use text for a trim. And what I did here is I just got like a couple pieces of book pages like layered on here together just to go on here. I think what we can do here is just kind of ink the sides of this a little bit. I pre-glued it so that it wouldn't be wet on the video, but it's just, you know, book pages glued together and folded in half because I needed to make, like, the book pages were shorter than the length of my insert here. I always forget to do the top. Okay, and I'll just do this here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some of that other trim on top of this as well. So like will be double trimmed. Okay. And also, I think we should put a little bit of mummy cloth on there. I don't think anybody's surprised by that. Somebody did ask what mummy cloth was, and this is basically just like kind of like cheesecloth that's like trimmed into ribbon, and you can get it from Tim Holtz. It's incredibly handy. It's on this, it comes in the little package on this spool. I think I might have a new one I can show you. I go through this stuff quite quickly. I think what I'm going to also do is run out and just sew this really quickly. You won't notice because I'll stop the video really quickly here and just run out there and sew the mummy cloth into this here. Okay, before I do that though, one thing I have to remember, I should have made myself a list, is I need to cover, I want to cover the inside of this with this washi tape. When I printed it, I wasn't like 100% sure what I was going to do, so I did double side this. But I do want to cover it with this washi tape. It's kind of got like a, what I want to do is I'm going to move down a little bit. It's got like a butterfly-y theme, so I thought it went with my, this is going to be hard to manage. I thought it went with my theme from yesterday too a little bit. Like I'm just carrying the butterfly right through to this as well. I'll just save that and put that someplace else. Okay. Perseverance here for the win. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, that stuff's pretty easy to work with. And it is very sticky. So I'm just going to cut that off. And I'll do the same thing here on this side. Okay. All right, so now let's put this back the right way. Okay, this is going to go on here like this. I got to get my I need 2 pieces of this because I'm going to run out to the sewing machine with that. And just sew this whole thing on here, and then I'll come back and we'll just add the rest of it on. Hopefully I made that long enough. Okay, and I already have my other one already cut, so. And I'll put this on both sides, and it'll be like, this is super pretty. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is put my lined paper on the inside in here. The first thing I want to do too is I'm going to just ink this a little bit before I go in to glue the paper down. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead all the way around here, I think. And, okay, so I'm going to glue that lined paper on the inside in here. And then we can put edging on this one as well. And then we get to our bottom one and we'll do our collaging and finish that up. Hopefully that won't take too long. Okay, there's that. I'm just gonna grab the glue here. I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna just even this out a little bit. All right, now this guy's just gonna go right on here. Okay. I just need to make sure everything flows together okay. All right, let's lay this down here. All right. So this is, I feel like this is kind of in line with the collage paper with this, and then the lined paper, and then the collage paper here. And then what we're gonna do is, here's my little ornament, and I'm gonna get a little bit of other stuff. I wanna do like a little, I'm probably gonna get a little piece of this sari silk that I used yesterday and put that like as part of this, just to kind of bring this page over into, like, you know, just to bring them together basically. Okay, so I'm back after quite a bit of decorating there, and let's install our day numbers, and then I will go through the rest of the, oh, I wonder if that just needs to be cut off. Yeah, it does. I'll go through the whole spread here. Sometimes I do wonder about myself and like why I have to make everything so complicated. I mean, I had to make 3 layers, right? But I guess that's just the way life is, huh? Okay, so there's our 10. And I'm gonna staple this guy on here, right next to it. It's a good thing I couldn't find a rub-on to go there because I needed that space for my 10. Okay, and then also let's put in this one. Right about here. This is a very thick page because of all the stuff I put on it. Okay. All right, so for day 10, which is trim, I created this like little triple page thing here. So I have this cover, which is all 3 of these pink trims came from the Tim Holtz die that I showed in the beginning, and then I added a butterfly and some sari silk and string and mummy cloth. And then underneath it you have the journaling area. I might put something else here, but I either will have to run another one of these dies or find something else. But for right now, it's fine. And then I covered this over because I thought this would be a better match for this. Because I originally had the butterfly washi tape here. And then I added a little house with my quote. And this is the collage paper on the background. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all the various layers of trim that are on here. From the paper to the paper lace to the little folded paper over the edges to the washi tape, everything. So tons of trim for day 10. If you enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate it if you would give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I will have videos every day of Junk Journal January, and I would love to craft along with you. So I will be back tomorrow with, let's see, tomorrow is magazine. So hopefully we'll be making something fun tomorrow. I want to make, well, actually I won't tell you, I'll leave it for a surprise. But we'll definitely be making some pockets and some fun little things to decorate the journal with tomorrow. So I will see you then.